What is going on, you guys? Today we're going to be talking about Deadpool 2. I have seen the movie twice now. A little bit late, but I think it's worth talking about because this movie was very, very good. This was a very good movie. Definitely better than the first one. I've seen some people saying that they liked the first one more. I have no idea how. I honestly don't. I mean, everyone can have their opinion. I'm not saying you're wrong for having that opinion or whatever. I just don't know how you could possibly like the first one more. I found this one to be more creative. It was funnier. The action was better. Way more characters, way more interesting characters. Like I almost called him Thanos. Cable, Domino. The new character Fire Fist or whatever Russell, whatever the character's name was. Yeah, there's a lot of great characters, lots of great jokes. Effects are okay, I guess. They're not great. I don't know why the Deadpool movies are produced for small budgets when they're going to make ridiculous amounts of money. That's exactly what this movie's doing. It's making ridiculous amounts of money. I'm not really sure how to review the movie, though. I mean, the movie doesn't really take itself that seriously, obviously. There are serious moments with Deadpool and his girlfriend from the first movie. And I don't know, I'm going to be honest with you, those moments don't land for me. I'm sure they land for everyone else, and I'm like the one guy, but like, because the movie is so silly and so outlandish, and because Deadpool himself is basically just a crazy motherfucker, I don't know, when he has these serious moments, to me it's just like, okay, fine, whatever, let's move back onto the jokes. And I'm not saying you can't have serious moments in a comedy. I would praise it for stuff like that, for sure. I would totally praise it, but I don't know. Like, I feel like the serious moments aren't done in a way that's interesting. They're just kind of by the numbers serious moments, especially in the first movie. There's nothing in the first movie that is serious, that is interesting. It's very generic, whereas the humor is way more interesting and creative and funny, and you got all these references and fourth wall breaking jokes, and then you got the action, which is super fun and thrilling and interesting, and then the serious moments are just like a checklist of like what's the most generic serious moment we can do. Like, oh, let's have Deadpool scream no and talk while we mute the footage or slow down the footage, and it's just like, I know it sounds like nitpicking, but when those are the serious moments in a movie with such crazy comedy and shit, it's just like, I don't know, it doesn't do it for me. So I can't get into that stuff. But I'd call that a nitpick, honestly. Like that, those parts of the movie are slow, but like they don't kill the movie for me because everything else is so much better. I kind of just wanted to get the negatives out of the way because I really don't have any other bad things to say about the movie. If a joke doesn't land, there's another joke that will land. If things are getting a little slow, the action will pick up. It's a very tightly paced movie. Other than the serious scenes, I don't really feel like the movie slows down much. I enjoyed the crap out of. I enjoyed the crap out of it. Ryan Reynolds is having so much fun, so much fun as Deadpool. He basically is Deadpool. You know, if you were to ask me, like, who are some of the best actors for a comic book character, like live action actors, ones that just embody the character to a ridiculous degree, where it's just uncanny. Ryan Reynolds, Deadpool, Robert Downey Jr., Tony Stark, Andrew Garfield, Spider-Man are like my top three that are just perfect, just flawless as the characters. I can maybe think of a couple more, but those are like the top three I always think of. Is Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man, Andrew Garfield as Spider-Man, and Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool. He just embodies this character to a ridiculous degree. And yeah, he's great, of course. And there's some fun surprises in the movie, some cameos, some characters that show up about, I don't know if I want to say halfway through, maybe like 2/3 of the way through, which, you know, you see this character that they introduce, and you know Colossus is in the movie, and you're thinking to yourself, okay, I really hope these two characters fight, and they do, and it's really cool. And I gotta say, man, these Deadpool movies are like the best X-Men movies we've ever gotten, which is really sad. Like that's really kind of sad. I mean, I'm not saying all the X-Men movies are bad. I've heard good things about First Class, but in general, like I feel like these are better than the X-Men movies I've seen, and I haven't seen Logan, by the way, so I'm not considering that one, but yeah, man, I don't know. it's it's a good time, man. It's really funny. It's fast paced. Again, the special effects can be a little hit and miss here and there, but I feel like in a movie like this that's primarily a comedy, even with serious moments that kind of drag, or with special effects that aren't always the greatest, as long as it's funny and as long as it's making you laugh, a lot of the other stuff is forgivable. You're not going to analyze it like a movie that you're really supposed to take seriously. So I feel like those things are way more forgivable in a comedy like this that is so funny and has so many great jokes. So yeah, and of course Cable, he's great. Even with Cable, and he's a serious character, they don't waste too much time on his motivation for traveling into the past. It's just like, okay, he has his motivation, he travels back, we get shit going. Which is why the stuff with Deadpool, when he has his visions with his girlfriend, are a little bit slow. But again, that's like the only negative, which is the reason why I keep bringing it up. Everything else about the movie is great. The comedy is great. The references, the fourth wall breaking, all that stuff's great. Returning characters are great. It doesn't retread the first movie too much. There are some gags that come back, some characters that come back, but in general, it doesn't feel like it's retreading at all. The story's way more interesting, way more engaging, way more... This movie's like what I wanted from the first Deadpool. I like the first Deadpool. I think it's a good movie, but I can't really call it like a great movie. Like, I'm one of those people, one of those few people, I would probably say I'm in the minority, that I thought the first Deadpool was just good. I don't know what I said after coming out of it, after watching it the first time in my very first review. Maybe I liked it a lot more fresh off of seeing it, but upon rewatching it a couple of times over the last couple years, I think the first Deadpool is just kind of good. And this is what I really wanted from a Deadpool movie, especially with like Cable and everything. So yeah, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was great. If I had to give a rating to it, I would probably say this movie is a solid 8.5 to 9 out of 10, which is a really high rating. Like that sounds like, oh damn, this must be a great movie. It really is because of what it sets out to be, which is a funny-ass comedy and action movie. And it nails those two elements pretty damn well. So yeah, it's really, really great. And even Deadpool himself does have a character arc in the movie, which works because it's not... Nothing slows down the movie to give you his character arc. You know what I mean? It just very naturally progresses throughout the movie with the theme of family. And yeah, that serious stuff I like, is you're able to create the theme of family through a movie like Deadpool. And that's creative. That's creative while also having a serious tone and character development for Deadpool himself. The stuff with the girlfriend, that doesn't feel as creative. It doesn't feel as interesting. It's just very by the numbers. So there you go. There's that. And that stuff's not in the movie much. Again, it is a nitpick, but it's my only negative of the movie. It's really, really great. So yeah, it's like an 8.5, 9 out of 10. Really enjoyed it. I went into the movie the second time to see if there was anything about it that I was kind of like, maybe if I watch it again, I'll notice some stuff I didn't like. But no, not really. It's just a fun time. You just don't take it too seriously as you're watching. And yeah, it's just pure fun. So, what did you guys think of Deadpool? Have you seen it? Tell me in the comment section below what you thought of it, or if you're going to go see the movie. Give this video a thumbs up, share it on social media. Both those would help me out a lot. Subscribe if you haven't already. If you like what you've seen here, click that little bell to get notifications when my videos go up. I want to thank you guys for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.